The world's greatest golfers use the game's best equipment, and here behind the practice range is where the top manufacturers in the sport set up shop so they can fine-tune the equipment to adapt to the rigors of Oakmont Country Club's golf course for the 2007 U.S. Open. See the funny girl.
This is for Rocco Media, and what we're doing is reducing bounces, not only the angle but the width. So we're reducing the width and changing the bounce angle for him. He is one of the unique guys that still uses only a 56-degree wedge out here. Most guys.
We do have spec sheets of all the players, so we can pull it up and we have all the specifications that each player has. This happens to be Charles Howell III set. But the lengths, the lofts, the weights, what grip size, how many extra wraps of tape he might want under his grips, how much loft he has on his driver, 3-wood wedges, and all those things. So we can modify all those things exactly every time, so we have it up there. Roger has a lot of the custom grind works that he does for each player in his head because he works with the players individually and knows exactly what they're looking for.
You know, because Oakmont has such penal bunkers in the rough, especially for U.S. Open, is so thick that some of the guys are going to even a more lofted lob wedge into the 64-degree area.
Players will sometimes go to a driver that might be a little bit shorter in length with a little more loft so they hit it straighter. U.S. Open is renowned for having very tight fairways, and hitting the fairways is at a premium out here. So players will work on drivers, something they maybe can hit straighter, and sometimes that means going to a little shorter shaft. We haven't had much of that this week though, because this golf course is so long. Sometimes fairway woods are an option too. They want to try something, a 3-wood maybe with a little more loft than their normal 3-wood because the rough is so penal. But wedge work primarily has been the biggest work that we've had this week because the rough is tremendously high and the greens are so fast that the work around the greens this week is really going to be the shot savers for the players. Yeah, I know you'll like this. Ernie Els didn't play last week. He played at Memorial, but he asked me at the Memorial tournament would I make him some wedges so that he could work in the off week. He went up to Long Island, so I made Ernie 4 wedges, special wedges, kind of like Roger was talking about, with more loft, less bounce, something to really get out of bunkers well and out of tight rough. And he called me up and showed up this week with one of those wedges and said this is perfect. So he has one of the new wedges in the bag that I sent him last week.
Set, loft, and lie. Great detail. This golf club is not perfect.
I just came in here to watch you work, Joe.
43 is good.
Feel thing.
Sometimes when you have to adjust loft and lie, you can usually kind of go at an angle and get both angles at one time. Like that.
You running out? Want to run out there?
Yeah.
Let's go see him. You guys want to go out there? Put the wrong grip on it, but I'll do it anyway. Double.
Grip feels a little loose, but that's pretty strong. To the right.
Okay. It's a round grip. It doesn't make that much difference, but that's what he wanted it, so I'll do that. Busy today, but we got a little busy moment right here with Mr. Doyle. It'll be fine. I'm sorry, Bruce. Tour Velvet 58 round.
What do you think of it?
He'll hit it very good. I didn't get to see him hit the other drivers, but he hit this good, and he wanted another grip on it. So that'll be fun. I need a little WD-40 on, so I could hear it tweaking a little bit, Bruce.
Okay.
And it'll be just take about 10 minutes for that to dry, and he'll be fine.
Got not quite clear.
What it's doing is the shaft's in the seating of that thing in there, and he's just kind of when it's fresh like that, we just have to put a little WD-40 in there to kind of soften up that plastic and doesn't make it rattle so much. All the golf club companies are pretty much in competition with each other as far as working with players. Most of the players are under contract to play certain types of golf clubs. Alan obviously is open to try any driver he wants, because I saw Titleist drivers and TaylorMade drivers, and he's trying a Callaway, so he's not under contract to play a certain driver. And so all the companies will be open to helping him out.
Sure.